What's going on, guys? It's your boy James.
Tega Alexander.
It's your boy Fuhad.
Just to let you know, the Cocktails and Takeaways live show
On July the 4th.
I'll be there and I'm hoping to see you there too.
Grab your tickets ASAP. Love.
It's CNT, baby. What's good, my good people? It's your girl, Madam Joyce in the biz, and we back again for another motherfucking week. If we don't speak, fly like a beak.
It's the pause.
I had to think about it. I was like,
Yeah,
drop the line. But what's motherfucking good, guys? It's been a phenomenal week, and we are back again. Make sure you fucking tell a friend. If you are new to C&T, what's good? How are you? Hope you're well. How's your mom? She good? She a bad bee? Okay, cool. I love that. And for those who are the bad boys and motherfucking girls, I've missed you. How are you? How are you doing? Are you looking hot? Are you eating well? Are you staying fly? Are you being high? Don't be high. It's not legal.
Hey.
Don't let my sponsors catch me saying that. I can't do it. Don't ever do it. Ain't nothing to it. Chicken that's Okay, for everyone who's new here, just make sure you turn down your fucking mic because sometimes I actually be screaming. But yeah, hope you are well. I want to take a trip to the motherfucking naughty corner to see what everyone's been talking about. So basically,
Ooh, okay. This is new.
this is new. You new to this, but before we get into the chocolate across the room, let's get to the motherfucking naughty corner. And we have Deminsky saying, when Madam Joy said, if I put this belly in your face, you will bite it. I just love this woman. First of all, I love you too. Second of all, it's the motherfucking facts. All the guys, they will tell you that they love this small waist, big bobs, skinny breast. Listen, if I hang this belly, I'm gonna put it on your head. If I put this belly on your head, what will you say?
Say what next? What now?
What are you gonna do? You will love it. Let me put this motherfucking belly on your forehead. The fuck? And then Cami Kunray said, CNT podcast, actually, why are you bezies with the enemy? So this is in a conversation from last week where we said, talking about friendship groups.
Okay.
And obviously somebody who's doing bestie with your op, basically.
Oh,
and
yeah,
when I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
bestie, I don't mean like, obviously sometimes you'll see it's a high bye thing. It's like, obviously we're not saying be hostile, be rude, but you're not about to go dinner with somebody that I don't fuck with, because that's just illiterate behavior.
Yeah.
That's illiterate behavior. And then we have Clueless talking about Mariam's episode saying, Joyce, men cannot be without women, whether it's for our attention, for sex, for a wife. They really do everything to be as attractive as possible to women. We need to remember this. Women have literally caused wars. Thanks for the reminder.
I don't know if everything we do as men is for women, but
We didn't ask for your opinion, Hagar. So we're just gonna.
I'm just putting it out there. Sometimes the man them just want to level up and just want to live better lives
For women.
for ourselves and our
Okay.
bank balances.
Stay there.
It's just
Stay there. But without further motherfucking ado, thank you guys. And if you guys want to be involved in the motherfucking naughty corner, make sure that you use the hashtag C&T and make sure you comment on our YouTubed. Make sure you comment on our Instagram. And make sure you be motherfucking involved in the party. And that's what's up. But without further ado, I would love to introduce our guest.
what's going on over there?
So, if I am to talk about one of the most requested people on the motherfucking show, it definitely is this gentleman. If I'm to talk about who people are like, listen, round 2 chicken and stew. If we're talking about round 2 chicken and stew, it's this gentleman right here. He is a content creator, a fashion blogger, and he is definitely no stranger to the show. We had to bring some motherfucking chocolate back because we know that you guys missed him. Ladies and gentlemen, my teeth is already rotten from the sweetness. It's motherfucking Tega Alexander. How you mean?
You just settle down over there. You know what? That intro
I'm
was
swoon.
phenomenal. It was phenomenal
I'm
to watch
swoon.
from here. That was sensational.
I'm swoon.
Don't be
Let me go. I'm swoon. How are you? Welcome back to the motherfucking show. How have you been?
I've been good, man. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back.
Did you
good
miss us?
Yeah, I missed you. I missed sitting across the room from you, man. It's the energy. It's a vibe.
Can I just say, you bitches, cool down. I can already feel the bad girls in the back, like even the bad boys too. You know, prostitutes. You better cool down. But how has your week been? Talk to me.
My week's been good. I've been working a lot as always. You know what it's like. But it's been good. And I'm trying to get myself to a position where I can travel again.
Amazing.
Got some passport stuff I need to sort out. But as soon as that's done, then I will be out of this UK and I will.
What's
be
the
having a good
first
time.
location?
First location is probably going to be Barcelona.
Yes, sir.
Barcelona. I'm probably going to try to go south of France.
Español.
Huh?
Español.
Espanol. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
Do you speak?
Oui.
I feel like that's French. What I was talking about.
Si. Sorry.
There we go. Welcome back. But yeah, I speak a little bit as well.
Talk to me.
Me, I go.
We're done.
Mr. Mac. Me llamo Tega. Mi cumpleaños es el 12 de junio. Me gustaría ir fútbol y bailar. And that's about as far as I got at GCSE Spanish.
That was good though.
Do you know what? I feel like I got the accent right. I feel like I
You
got the
did.
pronunciation right. So
He's bilingual.
tell them.
He's bilingual. That was kind of hot. That was kind of good, girl. That was kind of good. I wish I spoke another language. I tried to learn Mandarin.
How was that? Because I've had a couple people. I've known a couple people that have tried to learn, and they say it's like
It's very difficult.
it's impossible.
Nothing is ever impossible. But I
like that
before
mindset.
lockdown,
Yeah.
I wanted to move to China, to
Did you?
Guangzhou. Yes.
But why?
I actually bought the
Why
ticket.
trying to what? Like what?
I was
You bought a
very-
ticket.
Yeah, I bought
You
a
was
ticket.
committed.
I was gonna go for like 6 months.
Okay.
So I bought my ticket. I had somewhere to stay in Guangzhou, and I wanted to go to learn and to experience the life there. And then lockdown hit, and then obviously the Chinese people, they didn't really, respect their thing. You get it? Like they didn't really respect their thing, so they
It was
shut them
techie
down
over
to
there,
the
it was techie,
borders.
yeah.
But yeah, I learned for like a good couple of months, and I was so fascinated. One, because it was the leading language. It's the leading language. At this moment in time, the currency is the leading currency. Listen, when they leave us in the pits, I didn't want to join them.
Yeah.
When all you lots are in the pits, I want to be like, no, ni hao ma. When I start busting that, I want
Yeah,
them to know that
you can go with them.
I will join you. Like,
Yeah, you can go with
I
them.
know
you
the
can go
English.
with
I know the Mandarin.
Yeah, that's it.
So-
Though. That's it. Are you ever gonna go back though? You're gonna
I
try
would
and go
love
back
to
again.
go. Japan is a place on my hit list that I really want to go. Obviously, Amazon was just flying people out to Japan. Max Beleg
it?
Day
Is it?
flew
Max
out.
is in that bag, isn't
Max is in that white
he
boy
is
bag,
in
and
that
I'm not.
white boy bag, that blonde white boy bag. He's deep in there.
I would like to see it. Who will know? Listen, I can wear the blonde wig, I'll be in the blonde bag, not in the white bag, but at least I'm halfway there.
Yeah, halfway there.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, he's in there, man.
Even
That's
you
sick.
two, you had the little blonde era.
We don't talk about that.
I don't know what
actually.
that was about. Can we talk about it? Were you going through a phase?
I don't. Do you know what it was? Yeah, I was just bored. I was bored over Christmas because it was like Christmas to New Year. I was just bored, and I was trying to grow my hair out at the time. And I just wanted.
You just
change.
did you go through a breakup?
Huh?
You went through a breakup.
Anyway, so I just wanted.
That's the only reason.
Yo.
I read you.
Yeah, circumstances may have changed at the time.
circumstance.
The circumstance may have changed. So
because that level of change
yeah.
is given.
But the thing is, once you commit, you just have
I
to
just
commit.
broke up with my ex. Now I'm out here single. I don't really know what's next, but I ain't even tripping.
You know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I should have done it. Basically, it fucked my hair up. It damaged my hair.
Oh,
innit?
really?
Yeah, so then I had to shave I didn't go all the way low, but I had to shave quite a bit off. And then now I'm growing it back out again. Now it's doing
Did
all
I
right.
see you low?
I'm healthy. Yeah, no one saw me low. I was inside.
Really?
I
think low. You have the head shape for low though.
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't. Like, my head is a bit weird back here. It just kind of drops off.
Oh, so you have a flat head.
At the back here, yeah.
Did they slap your head at the back?
Maybe.
When you're growing up?
I think someone dropped me when I was young.
Oh no! You know sometimes some people have that head that they keep slapping, but they don't know that it formates it. So
Exactly. You're sculpting the head.
Sculpting the head, so
Exactly.
it's just like it's like.
It's like literally like my head goes there and then it finishes back off. That's why I grow so much in the back to just kind of cover it up.
Just to cover. I would never notice.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of single relationship, the last time we were here, it was Valentine's. It was our Valentine's episode.
It was.
We actually had a Valentine's episode planned this year, but then I was depressed.
Why were you depressed?
I was depressed because I felt ugly. I was like, listen, I haven't done my hair. I'm gonna be across the table to one of the sexiest men in the UK, and I'm looking like a blanket. That's the
blanket is
crazy. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Okay.
And I just was not feeling good, and I was just in the rough space. I actually cancelled on Tega. I was like, Tega, I'm sorry, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with this. But
well, it was a good conversation. You were open. You were open with
you know
me,
what? Yeah,
and we
can I just
connected
say,
a little bit more.
I really appreciate that conversation because I feel like you didn't have to reassure me, but you did. And I think after that conversation, I felt just a little bit more sexy.
That's what we want.
It was. I think that was the first time that we actually like had a moment
of like vulnerability.
Because it's always hard. And I think it's very easy for me to be vulnerable because of my show, but I think I was very surprised and actually really respect you a lot more the way you received it. And you didn't usually, men just receive things and it's like, I'm sorry to hear that, but you also reassured me, which was just like, oh, God. He sees me. He sees me.
Nah, for real. It was a good conversation, and I was proud of you of being so open as well.
It was hard, it's always hard to share like certain aspects, especially when it's with a man and the man is handsome, and we're not really like, obviously, like, you have some people you're not my friend that I cry to.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful moment, and I really appreciate you for that. But yes, we are back again. Are you still single?
I am single at the moment, yeah.
What do you mean at the moment? Because something is cooking.
We only live in the now.
So is something cooking?
Nah, nothing's cooking. I wouldn't say that anything's cooking.
So last year was single. This year was single. What do you think went wrong for us over the last year? And be honest.
Over the last year?
Yeah. Last year was single.
Yeah.
This year we've come back. Yeah. We haven't married, nor have we not married. We haven't married this side.
Do you think you're in a place to marry though?
No. Okay. Dates. Okay. We don't have any boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'll put it this way. I wasn't as ready as I thought I was.
Elaborate.
In a sense of there's work that I need to do in it, me personally.
Eternally. So you cheated.
Wow. Wait. Please. That jump was scary. No, I did not cheat, but I just wasn't as ready, I would say.
Who did you lips? You lips somebody.
Sorry?
Huh? Who did you lips?
So anyway, how about you?
Honestly, I was seeing people here and there, but you know what? Yeah. One, I have trust issues. Two.
Why though? Why do you have trust issues? Like what don't you trust in men?
It's not. I don't think men is the problem. I feel like I know the type of woman I am. I'm a very open. Like when I fall in love with someone or when I really like someone, I'm very engrossed into the person. Okay. And I feel like I let a lot of things slide, and I'm very aware of who I am. So I'm very conscious of people that come into my space, because it's like, I will give you the permission to violate me almost.
Do you think people take advantage of that when they're in there?
Yes,
in that space?
They do. And once you're in there, it's hard for me to break out. So to prevent the whole letting the wrong person in, I always have this wall over me. So it's like, I'm only going to let the right person in. So I'm very, very particular.
But my question to you is, how do you know if it's the right person if you don't let people in?
I think it's like breadcrumbs. You just give them bit by bit. You won't give them all of it. Yeah. But you'll just gauge it.
You see little bits. What does the right person look like for you? No.
Chocolates. 6 foot. What's your height?
Huh?
What's your height?
I'm 6'2", 6'3" on a good day.
6'2". Flat back head. Blue jumper.
I knew you was gonna say blue jumper next.
With the sunshine.
Okay.
Silver ring. Earring hooped.
This is specific. This is
I mean, this is the. I mean, I wonder, like, maybe one day I will see someone like that. Maybe one day. What tattoo is that?
What tattoo? This. I've got a couple of tattoos. This is like it's a photo of me and my brother. It's the first ever photo of me and my brother in like a cartoony sort of way to just kind of forever remind me of childhood. That's what that is.
It's interesting you say that because even to add on to my list, I remember God told me that the person that I'm supposed to be with has a tattoo or the picture of his brother.
You're taking a piss. When did you receive this vision?
No, you asked me about time. I'm saying I saw it one time. Jesus told me.
Okay, fair.
But I'm actually surprised you're quite tatted. You know, you don't give me the tatted type.
A lot of people say this. I do. I have both the forearms here, and I have a couple up here.
What one is that? That given Aztec.
Yeah. This is like Aztec designs. This is one of my best friends put me onto this design. It's called Indabele Art. He's from Malawi and he put me onto that. And then these are just a couple arrows, a wave here, a couple little things. Yeah.
Was this recent?
No, I've had tattoos for a while.
I don't remember seeing this last show, you know.
Yeah, I don't like. I feel like I wear a lot of long sleeve stuff though. I feel like I'm always quite covered up.
You do. We don't ever see the biceps.
No, we don't.
That's a
They're
shame.
there though. They're there. The biceps and the tats are there.
I know we can see the muscle coming out. We can see the muscle coming out. But I want to start with some hot motherfucking topics this week.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. I feel like this week has been a chaotic week as always, guys. To be honest, this episode, before we begin, I'm about to go on a new tangent. So, by the way, if you're new here, I have ADHD in there. So, like, I might say one thing and decide to navigate. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to Kenya. So, by the time this comes out, I'll be in Kenya. Or
how long are you there for?
I'm there for 5 days. I'm going with YouTube.
Good time, you know. That's
I'm going
sick.
with YouTube. And again, guys, you know I motherfucking love the bad boys and girls because these opportunities only come because you guys tune in every motherfucking week.
Do you pinch yourself sometimes?
Huh?
Do you pinch yourself sometimes?
You want to pinch my boobs? Huh? Who?
Okay.
Huh? Who said that? What?
I didn't even say that, but
huh?
I said, do you pinch
well,
yourself
you didn't say no,
sometimes?
You didn't say no.
No, I didn't say no. I didn't say no. But anyway, the question stands.
Do I pinch myself sometimes?
Yeah. Do you have like some moments where you're like, I really made this shit happen. I'm really doing the shit that I
feel like the whole world is surreal to me. I don't feel like I live in the real world. I feel like I've had one situation where I've come to earth and realized my life and I just burst out. I was crying for like maybe like 40 minutes in the middle of church. But really
something about church. I cried at church recently.
Really?
So I went to a conference with my mum recently. Yeah, I be doing that. I love.
Was it in the UK?
It was in the UK. Yeah, it was in Manchester.
You went to Joshua Salmon.
Joshua Salmon. Hey man, that's
I wanted to go to that conference.
That is my trigger.
I wanted to go to. You know Joshua Salmon. I listen to his live every single night when I sleep.
Yeah,
Joshua Salmon. Man of fire.
Listen, I have not connected with a pastor, an apostle like the way like I connected with him, man. Like
big up Bumbuck like Joshua Salmon.
You know what I'm saying?
I really wanted to go to that convention.
Yeah,
you went?
I went. Yeah, I
jelly.
went, and it's mad. Like, so it was a mad experience because like I met my mum there and her friend in it. So I walked in. And you know when you walk into those spaces, I was double denimed up. I felt cool. I was like, but I walked in there, I just felt stripped away, dog. Wow. I was just there, like, and they were praising, they were worshiping, and bro, I was crying.
Wow.
I just started crying. I was crying for like a good 10 minutes. I'll be so real. Like, and I don't know. To this day, I couldn't tell you why. Like tears. Like I was trying to hold it in, and it just wasn't happening. I don't know, not like Viola Davis tears, but like. It was
the atmosphere must have been beautiful.
It really was, man. People like
they had. Is it a trumpet,
bro?
I'm jelly.
Majestic, and you know what? It's like that jelly. Many black people in an arena, not just a room.
It was arena. Yeah,
just celebrating worshipping, praising God. It got to me, man. I was like, okay, cool. This is where we plug in.
I am so jealous. I heard about it since
sensational.
January.
Yeah.
And I messaged my friend. I said, we need to. But when I saw Manchester, I was like, sorry, but not to be rude, but side eye.
No, big side eye.
Big
It was
side
a long
eye.
day to even get up there. But
The fact, big up mummy, did she take you?
no, my mom, she was already there. She
went on your own accord?
I went. So she was there for 2 days. I went on the second day to meet her up there. But she was like, oh, he's coming. She was the one who told me he's coming to the UK. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come with you.
You should have told me. I mean, I guess you was with your mum in it, but
Yeah.
I really wanted to go, me and my friend, but I think I had a shoot or something, and I saw all the stuff on Tinder and TikTok.
Wow, you on Tinder? I saw you acting.
Hold on, we'll get to that. I saw it on TikTok, and I said,
Yeah.
Joshua Selly, that's my guy. He
Yeah,
came to
he's
the
the
UK.
guy for real,
He
man.
really is. I listen to his stuff every night.
Yeah.
And I think he's such an amazing preacher.
Yeah.
He really is fab. He really.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit. I'm happy that you went. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
dark chocolate, man of God. Wow, just add everything to the list.
Nah,
for
it
me.
was. Hey, listen, it was a surreal experience.
I'm glad. I'm
amazing,
so jealous.
bro.
I'm so jealous.
Next time if he comes again, I'll shout you. We'll go.
You don't want to see me. Listen, when I start doing holy fire, and I
No,
start
that's what.
sweating.
Listen, that.
When I
it's a
start
safe
doing Holy
space.
Ghost fire and I start bouncing my breath, and I start sweating, my wig will start off in the name of Jesus. When I start doing this, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, don't be scared.
It's a safe space.
I always say,
It's
if I have a
safe
partner,
space.
and you don't understand like prayer or warfare prayer, please, I can't date you, you know.
Have you ever prayed with somebody you dated before?
Yes, but you need to understand me. There was one time I don't know if this is for the show, innit? But I feel like, anyways, if like obviously you know how black people pray, especially if you're like from Mountain of Fire, or even like obviously I grew up in Kirabo and Seraphim, but I've left that like Pentecostal.
Yeah.
If you don't understand, if I wake up and start doing this, and you don't jump up, we can't date, you know.
Yeah. No,
we actually can't date.
I'm a big believer of that. I'm a big believer.
I don't want you to be
Sometimes-
scared.
Yeah.
If it gets to 3 a.m. and I'm doing this and I'm saying in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus.
I've woken up and I'm like, I need to get on my knees and pray right now. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But something
don't want
is
to be
telling
scared.
me, and exactly. You have to be ready to ride through that.
You have to be
Like,
if there's warfare in the night and I
Yeah.
start doing this, I say in the name of Jesus and I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
fire
yeah,
in the name of Jesus, die by
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you
Yeah.
to be scared. So I feel like it's that part of my life is so important, because there's even been a time that I was dating someone and this is the only time there's been 2 occasions that I've dated 2 different people and it's happened, and I'm so happy. Obviously, when you date a Nigerian man, they tend to understand, especially when you're with your parents.
Yeah.
So I remember, because I'm quite sensitive to like spaces and stuff. So I remember in the middle of the night I was jumping and I was praying and stuff, and then them two will come and be praying with me and stuff. Don't be scared. Like you know, you have to pray.
It's true.
You have to
We're
pray.
in this warfare together.
You're actually in this warfare
'Cause
together.
you never know. The warfare could be attacking you.
Trust me.
And I'm just catching the sides, but because I'm tuned in.
Yeah, you have to be
I'm
tuning.
not-
You have to start.
yeah,
you
I'm
have
not
to
the
start
one
ju-
praying.
You have to start
Listen.
jumping together.
Listen, 100%.
I love it. I'm happy for you guys. Do check out Joshua Salmon if you're
Yeah,
if you're
do it.
looking for something sort of like a man of God for words and stuff like that. That's absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna move on. Tinder. We were talking about Tinder. So guys, if you guys don't already motherfucking know, obviously the live show is sponsored.
Is it sponsored by
Tinder.
That is dope.
Yes,
That is
Tinder is our second and main sponsor for the show. So obviously we had Adidas. I want to say a big shout out to Adidas for being our sponsor, for supporting the show, supporting the outfits. They've been absolutely amazing, and obviously we have a documentary coming out to the lead up of the show, so you get to see them in action. You get to see what the team is about.
You're documenting the process.
We're documenting the whole process.
I got a lot of love and time for that. I think a lot of people need to do that.
Yeah, we're documenting the whole process, and honestly, it's been crazy. Like seeing it come to life,
sick, man.
Yeah,
I'm
coming
proud
to
of
life.
you, dog.
Thank
This
you.
is so fucking sick.
So big up Adidas, but yes,
Yeah.
we just announced that Tinder is also sponsoring the show, and just to have a brand as big as Tinder, again, we're going back to the fact that my life is very unreal and not real, and just to have a team, the bad boys and motherfucking girls that constantly champion me in every space they go. Like sometimes, honestly, the people that watch my show are such bosses, like in every department, from behind the scenes to production to like the people who are in admin to like, and it's like every time somebody speaks about me, when I come into a room, it's so much easier to sell myself because it's like, oh, I know you.
Yeah, they've carried your.
I've heard about you.
Yeah,
My sister loves you.
Well. Yeah,
my mum loves you. Oh my God, I've seen my cousin always sends your TikTok, or my brother always puts your TikToks on on their story, and I see it. And those kind of stuff is kind of why we're able to navigate this space. But honestly, I'm so fucking excited about the live show.
No, you should be. You should be. Like,
and you're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Looking as fine as you do.
I'll try to look even fine if possible.
Yes, but, I don't know if it's possible. Maybe if you come naked.
No, I'll be there.
Maybe if you strip down for me and oil up. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in a tank top, arms out, tattoos out.
Please, let me adjust my lashes, please.
But how are you like? Talk to me about that process though. What's it been like? I know it can't have been easy. I have a lot of time for anybody who even tries to put on something like that on a scale like that, and I think it's fucking incredible.
I have pushed myself to the motherfucking deep end and have drowned a couple times.
You're gonna drown a couple of times. It's not an easy run.
To do a production, because it's self-produced, guys, as in I'm not with a production team, I'm doing this my own. To put a production as big as this and to blag it, me and my manager Jess are the two brains behind everything, and she was dealing with the logistic, but creatively everything I'm doing. So from the lighting designer to the sound engineer to the set designer to the stage crew, like I've had to I never knew there was so many hands involved in a production.
You learn that easy. Yeah.
It's been phenomenal. And you know what? Yeah, as much as it's been hard, I've really enjoyed it. I've really pushed myself to the deep end. And as scary as it is, like sometimes I wake up with anxiety. I wake up every now and again with anxiety. But I kind of feel like I like being pushed to the deep end.
Good. You learn a lot about yourself.
I really enjoy it. I really kind of I like things being a bit risque. I'm a bit insane. I like a bit of risk. I like the feeling of something being unknown. Like what is going to happen? There's a possibility this could go to shit.
No, it's not gonna go. It's not gonna go to shit.
I think
but there is a possibility. But
feeling of uncertainty, I have always loved. And I feel like that's probably why there are a lot of jobs like that I've done, that maybe like commission jobs and things like that, that I've always kind of loved. Of you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, and I feel like when something is too scheduled for me, I'm just like. But I'm done talking about me. Let's talk about the fact that... I talking
about you. I like talking about you. Come on,
stop it. Can you actually behave?
It's good talking about you. You need to talk about yourself. You know, you're achieving some incredible things.
Let's talk about you. So you have just opened a studio.
Yeah, I mean, it's not launched to the world just yet, but I'm working on it right now.
We're launching it now. Let's launch it now.
Let's go live right now.
So talk to us. Tell the bad boys and girls what you've been up to.
Yeah, so like the studio there's alongside the studio a couple things I'm working on.
Talk to me.
The idea or the ethos around the things I'm working on is to try to reduce the barrier to entry for underrepresented creatives within the space to be able to access funding for certain things, to be able to access scholarships for certain things, and to be able to just see their ideas go from, conception to execution. That's the space that I want to be in, and that's what I want to help younger creatives. So like
philanthropy type of vibe of thing.
Yeah, in a way, I guess I'm just trying to. I remember going back to when I was trying to buy my first camera, and it was a Canon M50. It was a mirrorless camera, and I was looking. It was only like £400. It was like second hand, but I was looking left, right, and center, trying to see who would lend me the money for that. And I managed to find somebody who did, and I eventually paid them back. But it's not, there's so many creatives out there who have probably a head full of ideas and a heart full of dreams that just probably don't have the money, resources to be able to do what they're trying to do. So, what I aim to do is to have something that allows them to do that, and can champion them in that space, and can also open up which is why I like hearing you talk so much about your process, because I think even sometimes talking about the process can inspire a lot of people to know that you can do those things.
Yeah.
And you can put yourself in the deep end. You can thrive in a space of chaos, and you can, start your own show, and you can executive produce your own live show, and you can do all the things that you're doing, and you can certainly do all the things that I'm doing. So that's kind of the space that I'm going to operate in, and that's what the studio is going to kind of represent. It's going to be a base for that. But trying to get that off the ground is not as easy as
it's not easy. Can I tell you a secret? And I've never shared this on the show.
Go through.
I've never shared this before, but I think I'm ready to share it.
This is a safe space.
Girl, no, it's not. It's the internet, bitch.
It's me and you. It's just us.
Do you know I used my Universal credit to pay for my first ever episode?
And this is the thing. You got to start somewhere.
Honestly, so literally, in terms of what you're saying about the availability for finances is so difficult. When I first started, I had no job, and I think I mentioned this. You know about this.
Yeah, we
at the
spoke
Spotify.
About it. Yeah.
And the amount of money you need to be able to do something like this, without having the guarantee of it being successful. Yeah. I'm very do or die. So at the point of my life that I started this show, it very much was, this is gonna be successful. I'm gonna myself. That was it was just such. I was in such a bad place that I really put everything into the show delusionally. Yeah. And week by week, it was like some like the first couple of months before the YouTube money started coming in, I was thinking, I will call my sister, I'm like, Diola, please just borrow me 150 quid for studio time.
Listen,
and it's not easy. We've been there. Even you borrow money for camera, like, trust, it's hard.
Been there.
It's hard.
It was one of them where I borrowed it and I was like, yeah, I'm getting paid soon. Obviously, I was doing a 9 to 5. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting paid soon. I swear I can't pay it back. But even on payday, I'm looking at the funds and I'm like, damn.
Maybe.
I'm like, maybe I might. You might have to wait a little bit.
Let me tell you, me and Klarna and Klarna and ClearPay.
That's your dogs.
That's my G, baby. Listen, honestly, even funny enough, I used ClearPay about 2 weeks ago, and it's the first time I've used it in time. And I think I only used it because Apple Pay wasn't working, and I was already logged into my ClearPay, so I was just like, let me just use this quickly login things, because I didn't want to put my card details wasn't saved on my phone. Yeah. And I laughed because
you don't know your card details. I know my card details off by heart.
I don't know them off because you know what? Yeah, how long have you had your card for?
I only recently got a new card.
And you remember it?
I remember it. I learned it. Do you know why?
When you're always buying jackets.
This is the problem.
When you're always buying shoes.
This is the problem.
Oh.
I think I've got a problem, you know.
Me, I'm Apple Pay queen.
Oh, you know what? That's even worse. Because Apple Pay have done a new thing. They've done a new thing where all you have to do, it literally already has the address it's shipping to. All you just have to do is just double click on the side. And you can order direct. You don't have to enter nothing no more. Do you know how bad that is?
They're very nutty.
They did that shit for people like me.
So it's easy. You just put your PIN, 4-code PIN.
Put your 4-code PIN in and you're good. Sometimes I don't even have to put my PIN. I just do Face ID. I literally can click on something. And do you know what? It's bad because I'll be scrolling through the website and it says buy with Apple Pay.
It's like, don't be cheeky, Johnny.
I click on it, bow, before you know it.
Don't be cheeky, Johnny. Apple Pay always teases me.
Spending it like it's somebody else's money.
Honestly,
it's crazy.
I use my Apple Pay like it doesn't belong to me.
Yeah. Because
it's just so easy to purchase things.
Way too easy.
When you have the normal card details, you do your card.
By the time you put the card in, by the time you've done all of that, you're thinking,
you do CVC. They will now tell you do your address.
Yeah.
What's the billing?
What's the postcode?
What's the shipping?
I'm like, do I really want this?
Double tap, pam pam. You do process, pam pam pam.
Yeah.
Apple ID has already saved your address. Yep. You don't even need to do.
Crazy way of shopping.
I'm a big shopper. They know what they're fucking doing.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
It's for people like us, man. They're fucking us up. But
But yeah, but basically what I was saying is that I used to use Clear Pay to buy to pay for things, because obviously, you know, there's, you know, £150 spread between 5, like that's like 20 quid. You know what I mean?
Really, that's only 20 quid, isn't it?
Only
Don't worry about the rest
quid.
of it.
Forget about it. But yeah, I'm so happy that you created these things for yourself and you're creating these things for other people, where you're and I said this to you, where you're thinking about the next generation. And I feel like those are the people that have longevity in this game. After a while, I think like you need to learn how you invest back into
that's it,
into the culture, into the people. Like the people who stay doing me, they come and go. There's so many people in this game that have come and have left. They've come, and your favorites that at one point 5-10 years ago they were the it girls, nowadays we don't even hear about them anymore.
But that's what I learned that like you can be in this space for a minute and gone the next, and I think it's then about what impact did you have as a person in that space, and how can you make that impact last, and how can you make it worthwhile for other people as well?
Your post is coming out last. You don't cast last. But we actually have win or bin.
Let's do that.
Win or bin. It's been a minute. Basically, because this is the episode where I'm going to be on holiday, I'm going to Kenya. We're not doing hot topics because the hot topics move every week.
Okay.
Although I do really want to talk about that J Hus single.
We can talk about that, Jay.
Okay, let's fucking talk about it. Guys!
Listen.
Guys.
You see, as
guys.
I put that track on, and the first lyrics dropped. And I said, Baba God.
The blood of Jesus.
I said, I couldn't do it. Till this moment, I haven't listened to the whole track. I couldn't do it.
Do you know what?
Because what my man said, I can't even repeat it.
We can't repeat it.
We can't.
I can't open that gate. I cannot open that gate. Alone right there. I can't open that gate.
And do you know what's crazy? It's like the beat, crazy. The cadence, the way he's sitting on the beat, crazy. But the content, I can't.
See, that's the problem. And I feel like that's a lot of music. It's great beat, great melody, rubbish content.
For real.
I love J Hus. I think he's so talented. Me and Jay Hizzle, like, that's my guy.
Yeah, what?
But I'm going to be honest. The message that's being and I don't, this is the thing, at first sometimes like it's similar to I want to listen to the whole album, because as a J Hus fan, I'm still, part of me is still making excuses for him.
Eventually listen to the whole album.
I'm still making an excuse for him, because Kendrick Lamar did a very similar thing where he was playing characters that was a narrative
Wait, what Kendrick Lamar is this? Because Kendrick,
like, you know how Kendrick Lamar sometimes plays
characters. Yeah.
So sometimes he might, I think there was one album where it was like he played the sinner, or he played the demon. Remember there was that thing where he was rapping, and then the demon, he was playing the demon, but he was rapping, and it was between his himself and then good versus evil.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe in the context of the album, it might be that's
No, I don't think so. Do you know why I don't think so? Because if you look at the context of the first bar, it's crazy.
It's a statement.
Because there's a certain level of like, I'm claiming that, like, this is in me. And I'm like, that is crazy to me.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.
So when you
is it cadence or Candice?
Cadence.
What does that mean?
So cadence is like, so the way that I speak right now, there's a cadence to the way that I speak.
Is it not Candice?
No, cadence.
Okay.
Cadence, yeah. So like it's like the way rappers sit on a beat.
You went to school.
But the way rappers sit on a beat, there's a certain cadence or there's a certain flow. It's basically flow. Cadence is basically flow. So the flow and the cadence is very catchy, and it's like it's something that I would absolutely listen to, that I dive into, and I'd be like, yeah, I fucking love this. But like when you think about the content, it's like I caught myself because it's so catchy. I caught myself. I was like moisturizing this morning, it just popped into my head. I said, no. I said,
and the thing is, people don't realize that words.
The tongue leads the life.
The tongue leads the life. Not even, but what, like when you're talking about. When people talk about things like manifestation, what you say, if you like be inviting them to come and disrupt your life, you'll be saying the God in me, the God in me. Be saying it. Make sure you check the God in me, the God in me, the God in me. If you think about the other word, because that's what happens. You'll be invited. You think you're just rapping it, but them too, they're saying. Because your mouth is authority. That's how they'll just be walking into your life.
100%. They're like, yeah, he said it. All right, here we go.
I'm coming.
But listen, like, I also think that, like, to a certain extent, you know, who am I to say whatever about J Hus's music? And there are people. And
I think it makes me sad because I love J Hus.
I'm the same.
I'm a big fan of J Hus. I think he's lyrically the strongest in the industry. Yeah. But literally. I think that there's a sense, like, I think sometimes people make music for them and their experiences and what they're going through at that time. They don't realize that they are carrying people,
of course,
along the way.
Bare people.
Sometimes people, a lot of like celebrities and people in the industry, they do things and they're like, it's my life, it's my story. But I feel like there needs to be a sense of awareness sometimes that your music and the things that you do have impact to other people. There's a certain level that you get to that it's no longer about you and it's no longer about what you do or your experiences, that you have to be very careful of the message that you are sharing and portraying.
My only thing with that is that I don't think someone like J Hus is... I don't think he cares necessarily.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And
care.
I think that adds to his status in this thing. I genuinely believe that the fact that he is unapologetically himself adds to, like, it increases his value to me in the space. Yeah. But then also there's certain things that I can then be like, I'm gonna
I'm gonna withdraw.
I'm gonna head out for this one. But you know, I'm gonna listen to the album, see what else is on the album, and there might be a couple tracks on the album that I can really. Yeah. But if the whole album is in this direction,
I can't. And you know what's interesting? Funny enough, if you look at, it's interesting. I don't know if you watch Wu-Tang.
I haven't. You talked about that recently though.
No.
Or did I talk to somebody else?
Another bitch. Another one of your girlfriends.
Girl, why do girls always do this? I knew it was coming. Another one of your girlfriends. Listen, sometimes memory is just hazy. It doesn't mean that we have multiple girlfriends.
The RZA.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he actually started a group. After Wu-Tang Clan, he started a group. And there's a genre of music that focuses on, I can't remember. It's like a mix of rap and horror. So like the death instantly, and demons and stuff like that. And I feel like when I heard that music, it reminded me of that genre where it was like heavy. The conversations are heavy on murder, heavy on things of like demonic, dark. It's quite dark, and things like that. I didn't even know that was a whole genre, but he essentially created that genre of music. And when I was listening to this, it kind of emulated that kind of a theme of music. But I love J Hus. I'm still gonna love J Hus. My energy and my ears need to be protected
100%,
and I cannot allow that sort of narrative
in my life like that
to enter the temple of the Most High. And when he decides to, and you know what, I kind of love moments like this because Kanye West had the same period.
That Yeezus album. Listen, I did not listen to that shit.
When J Hus,
I'll be so real.
You know, sometimes you have to go to darkness before you see the lights.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's why I'm saying I want to love him. I'm gonna keep him close. I love him because who knows? The next album, the darkness.
He might have a choir on there. He might have Joshua Selma on.
Do you know what I'm saying? He might have Joshua Selma there. starts doing shooting fire on the album.
Who knows?
There's always opportunity for people to evolve. Stormzy's a perfect example.
Yeah.
I think one thing I love is that music tells the narrative, and music tells a person's narrative,
a person's life,
and
the journey that they're on. Yeah.
We've seen J Hus evolve, and I believe he will continue to evolve. In Jesus' name, Jesus will capture his hearts.
Yeah.
We'll grab his heart like this, and we will see him talking about better things.
Yeah, but we don't know. This could be the only track on the album that takes this direction.
Yeah.
We actually don't know, but I do think that it's one of those things where, again, as much as I can sit here and be like, I'm not going to listen to it, like, my opinion does not matter to J Hus, and it does not matter to J Hus fans and stuff like that, right? And that's perfectly cool, but I think
funny enough.
I'm just excluding myself from this installment of the J Hus journey. I'll be back.
I agree. From my heart, J Hus,
yeah.
Let me tell you something. My baby, my daddy, hustler. I love you.
Yeah.
I appreciate to my core your talent, your skill, your
very
kindness.
talented, very talented.
You are one of the top in the UK, if not the top.
He is the top in the UK, if we're being real. But it's techie.
I cannot connect with you on this journey, on this
Can't
chapter of your life. I can't join the journey.
Nah.
And when you're ready to move to the level where it's not so dark, because perhaps in this journey of his life it's dark, because he's disappeared for 4 years. Only God knows what happened. In this journey where you are in your dark villain era, according to this song, I cannot join you. I am a child of light. Yeah. You get?
Yeah,
I'm a child of light.
Yeah. I
can't join you in the darkness.
Yeah. If the thing is, if we're excluding the content from that track,
Producer fire.
Yeah, crazy.
Like the pen game strong.
Yeah, crazy.
I will lick the ink. Great.
Crazy.
But in terms of the context,
I
cannot align. I can't align with it. And that doesn't mean I've given up on J Hus. I'm gonna dismiss him or something. Yeah. I feel like music is all about evolving.
Yeah.
Same thing with Sam Smith. When Sam Smith was doing all his
Sam Smith is mad.
That's what I'm saying. It happens.
But his is mad.
Yeah, but who knows? He might decide.
He's not coming back.
I think he'll come back.
No, he's
not. On God, I believe Sam Smith will come back.
He's not coming back.
He's coming back.
He's not coming back. Have you seen some of the videos from his tour or whatever?
He's coming back.
Have you seen some of the outfits?
He's coming back.
He's not coming back.
Sam Smith is coming back. It's a phase.
Sam Smith.
It is a phase.
Let
us mark this day. Sam Smith will come back. Sam Smith will come back.
I don't think he's coming back.
Because one thing about the lights, listen, there's only a certain amount of time you can be in a dark space.
It's true.
The light will draw him back.
Yeah.
And I'm saying,
but listen, it felt like only yesterday I was listening to Sam Smith and Disclosure, summer tracks. I was enjoying fabulous
I think
tracks.
The thing is,
good music.
My thing is, I can understand why he's in this era of this hyper expression, but I think us as consumers who know his music know that this is not him. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I don't look at him or watch anything he's doing now and think,
if this is how he started, we know this is you.
Yeah.
This is Sam Smith. Okay, thank you, Jesus.
But why don't artists start like this? They can't get their break like this.
But you need to understand, what I think it is, it's the same thing how we evolve as humans. I feel like music is an attachment to the artist. Mm-hmm. It's an expression of their life experience, who they are, what is happening at the moment in time. Sometimes we go through dark times,
100%.
And it reflects in the music.
But here, sometimes you don't have to make the music while you're in that period.
But I know a lot of artists use music as an expression.
Yeah, of course.
Like someone very interesting, like Summer Walker, who is a great lyricist, but is socially anxious. Yeah. I can't see her expressing herself verbally the way she expresses herself on the pen.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But like, there is the element of like expressing yourself in a different way on the track, but there's also the element of expressing yourself demonically or saying certain things that are attached to, explicit, devilish
But again,
approaches.
sadly, maybe we don't know
or
what's
outfits
happening.
or out.
That's
like,
true.
I can't see someone. Okay, I can't see someone Walker coming out in like a Lucifer outfit with the horns.
But you don't know. Listen,
No, come
sadly,
on.
no. The thing is, sometimes the way people are influenced, the way life hits people, the way experience hit people, might allow them to navigate to those places.
Yeah.
Seriously, fam, Kanye West is the same. He made a whole rock style album.
Do you know what? Fair enough. I will give you that because when I first came onto Kanye and I listened to a lot of his music from the early days, I would have never thought that the direction
He would not do stuff
the
like Black
direction.
Skinhead.
Yeah.
He literally sampled Marilyn Monroe.
I would have never thought.
Is it Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe.
The rock artist, not the babe.
Wait, Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. Sorry,
He literally took Marilyn Manson, copied it. He had a whole rock style apron, Black Skinhead, that era.
Yeah.
Then he went to go into. I feel like people can evolve.
Do you know Kanye when he put on the album? He was like, "I am a god." I said, "Yeah."
When he was saying things like that,
eject.
devil in a red dress.
Yeah, I'm
When he was
out
making
of there. I am out of there.
No Church in the Wild.
Yeah. Ooh,
That's
no touching the
No Church in
fucking
the
banger,
though.
though.
Bro, you look at the lyrics; it's very demonic.
The lyrics are crazy, but yo, Frank Ocean on that track as well.
Production.
Human beings to him. Hey, listen.
Why they make Demon sound so sexy?
In it. It's the devil that's making it sound so good
Why
because
they make
that track was crazy.
Do you know what? It took me a while to listen to that whole song.
Yeah.
I felt like every time I played it, I said, because even Kanye's West album, Kanye West verse is one of the coldest verses he's done.
It is. There's something that fuels them on them type of tracks, but it's like I feel like it's interesting with Kanye because you can't
Not
make...
us like devil music, but sometimes it's a bit of that.
God, please just
The
forgive me
blood
for
of Jesus. No, but the thing is, they have to make it sexy. It should, like, if you're trying to appeal to people, are you gonna try to make it fucking sound bad?
It's true. But also, there's an element of artists knowing that the shit that they're putting out there, if it's catchy enough, if the beat is fucking dope enough, if their cadence or their vibe, the flow is good enough, that the masses are going to listen to it, aren't going to really pay attention to the details.
Some of them don't actually know what
You're
they're
wondering why your life is
dribbling
going
and dabbling.
sideways, but you've been playing that J Hush track on repeat for the last 2 days. What's going on here? You're wondering why.
You ain't had to fucking say it like that, but it's true, you know. It's true. Anyways, guys, you lot, some of you might be too young for this conversation.
Yeah, it's an elevated conversation.
It's actually, it's one of those guys, one day, if you guys hang out with me one day, we'll have this chat, cause It's C&T, baby. You know they say Magnum is like, it's like an aphrodisiac.
Yeah. But you got to get the proper one though. This one hasn't got the it's the green label one.
Oh, it's the green label one.
It's a green label one, and then there's people fornicating.
Oh yeah, they have the people fornicating on top.
Yeah, that's the one that's supposed to.
Really,
that's the one that's supposed to.
So
be
you're
there,
not feeling aphrodisiac-y.
I am feeling aphrodisiac-y though, but I feel like I always feel like that when I get drunk though. So.
Do you know what it is? They say chocolate is an aphrodisiac.
Chocolate is aphrodisiac. You like chocolate? You were saying you need.
I do. I always have. I have chocolate across me right now.
What's your favorite chocolate though?
Ooh. Galaxy Cookie Crumbled.
Galaxy Cookie Crumbled.
Yes.
Okay.
No, tell a lie. Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno is elite. Do you like Bounty?
That's my mom's favorite chocolate.
Your mom is good people's.
My mom is actually.
Because Bounty is a serious chocolate.
Is Bounty number one for you?
Not number one, mate. It might be number one, you know. I've always loved Bounty. I'll be so real.
Is it your mom's favorite chocolate?
No, it's not my mom's favorite chocolate. But the narrative around Bounty needs to stop. It's a good chocolate.
It's a
made by
nice
good
chocolate.
people. Tastes nice. If you don't like it, it's fine. But don't stop your narrative. It's good chocolate.
Bounty. I feel like Bounty is soon to be discontinued.
Probably because of this narrative. So good chocolate.
My mom loves Bounty.
I love Bounty.
I remember she used to buy all the time in it has the 3-pack. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
That was her vibe, and she used
Good
to
bit
give
of
me
chocolate.
one. Anything that's sweet, I'ma eat it.
You like sweet things?
I do like sweet things. But
Interesting.
the Bounty is one of those things where it's just like I just used to eat because it was there.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not top.
Bounty's top though. Don't do this.
Who?
To me, Bounty's top.
See, this is where we part ways. This is where we part ways. Because Bounty is not it's not top 10. It's not even top 3.
Top 10.
It's not even top 20.
That is crazy.
Bounty
Top
is
20
what
crazy.
Bounty is what you eat when there's nothing there. When
No,
it's the
it's
only
not.
thing, like, you know, when there's something that's there's some things that even if it's the only thing there, you wouldn't touch it. Like dark chocolate, like fuck that. It could be the only thing there, I wouldn't touch it.
Dark chocolate is nasty. I'll be
Nasty.
nasty.
But if Bounty was there,
All right. Okay. I like probably crunchy. Do you like crunchy?
I like crunchy, but again, not top 10.
This is crazy. Not top 10.
Crunchy, you would put crunchy up there.
I'll put crunchy up there.
Okay, what's your top 3?
I think it's probably It's probably Bounty as number 1, Crunchy number 2, and then maybe you know the Galaxy caramel joints.
Okay,
Number 3.
Galaxy, I can understand. When you bite it, it dribbles a bit down your lip. It's just a
Little
bit
something,
salty.
yeah.
It's a bit salty. You lost me at the first 2. Crunchy. Again, if it was the last thing there, I'd have it.
That's so crazy to me.
Bounty, if it was the last thing there.
I feel like I
the
grew up on
top.
those two. I was always either
you the
Crunchy or
youngest?
Bounty. Yeah, I'm the youngest, yeah. What does that mean?
It's
though?
given like, oh, my brother took the Maltesers, took everything, and left you with the...
Maltesers that's a horrible chocolate. Don't do that. Maltesers are horrible chocolate. You bite into it and then you have all these like, nah, man, no. Don't do that.
Get out.
Don't do that.
Get out.
No, this is not where our relationship fails. It's not. Gonna
It
be.
is. This
We're gonna survive
Maltesers
this.
is a bad...
Listen, we're gonna
What about
survive
Snickers?
this. Yeah, Snickers. Okay, I'll be real. You used to hate Snickers. Now, I get it. I do occasionally. I do buy Snickers. I occasionally buy Mars bar as well. What?
Mars bar.
You don't like Mars?
Fucking butters.
No, you're
Fucking
taking the
butters.
piss. You're taking the piss.
Butters. You
You're
like
taking the piss.
Mars.
I don't love Mars, but it's okay. It's
That's
a good
such
chocolate. It's a decent chocolate.
Ugly.
It's not in my top. It's not in my top 3, but it's decent.
In your
Don't
top
do the
10?
side eye. It's not. It's in my top 10. Yeah.
Mars bar. Guys, if you're listening to this, comment below on your top fucking 3 chocolates.
Comment your top 3 chocolates, but mine
If
is.
it's Mars bar,
mine
you know
is-
I'm gonna
No,
block
mine's
you,
not
right?
Mars bar first of all, but mine is top 3. Like I said, is gonna be a crunchy, Bounty,
I can't
Galaxy
believe-
caramel.
Your top 3 is dead.
It's-
My top
I
3.
got you.
Kinder Bueno.
Yeah,
The elite chocolate.
that's probably 4 for me.
Twix.
No,
Why are you screwing?
you can't get onto me
No, wait.
for crunchy and Bounty if Twix is up there.
Twix is this elite chocolate.
Twix is nice, but I don't know about top 3.
The crunch.
Twix.
I like crunchy things.
What's your third?
It's between Ferrero Rocher and Snickers, I can't lie.
Rocher.
Rocher.
Rocher. You're a little bougie, babe. You like it wrapped and presented to you so you can rip it all off and
I like
taste
it
it.
I like wrapped and presented
And
with
wrapped
chocolate
and presented
inside.
with chocolate inside.
Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? That's
makes sense.
That's my vibe.
I get it now.
I like a little
Ferrero Rocher is a bad boy
little
sweet. to be
surprise,
fair. It's nice.
but it's not
a
your
nice
top
chocolate.
3.
It's not my top 3 now.
I like a Ferrero Rocher.
But I don't think my top 3 is based on like nice chocolates. I think my top 3 is based on nostalgia. It's like things I liked when I was a kid.
Bounty brings me nostalgia because
That's
it's
what I'm
my
saying.
mum's favorite chocolate.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It's more from when I
stems
was growing
from
up.
Poverty.
Maybe that's the thing I want to hold on to over there. Maybe that's how I remember where I came from. Is the fact that I still love about it,
Don't be
but it
fooled
does
by the
it
rock
does
star I
stem
got.
from poverty. You know, now that you say it, I'm like, fuck yeah,
It stems from poverty.
it does, doesn't it?
Oh God, because that's the last shit that anybody goes to pick.
And you know what? You know when like your parents would have people around and they had like a box of chocolates and they took all the nice ones, and after they leave,
It's
what's
just the
left,
Bounty.
It's just the bounties.
It's
That's
just
where,
Bounty.
That's when I
told
started
you that's what I
banging
said.
it.
Maybe that's
Yeah, maybe
it's
that's
just
why.
the Bounty. That's just the last resort.
Crazy.
Can you
I
see?
never thought about that. You know.
Philosophical.
Fuck. But
Philosophical.
I'm not mad at it. I'll walk into a shop and I'll buy a Bounty today, and I will enjoy it.
They
I'll
need
have
to
a good time.
discontinue it.
They do not need to discontinue it. You hate
Do you
it.
want another drink?
You're hating from
You know we're
across the
gonna be
room.
really licky.
I'm gonna be.
Are we gonna lips today? You didn't say that.
Dress.
You didn't say that.
You can't do that.
You didn't say that. But I want to talk about something. Because I feel like this is going to open up a whole conversation. So,
Talk to me.
Tion Wayne's sex tape.
Yeah. I haven't seen them, you know. I don't know where people are finding these tapes.
This week, rapper Tion Wayne was hacked and intimate videos of him with identifiable women were leaked online. Wayne addressed the leak, stating women involved do not deserve this, and explained that he is working with his lawyers to catch those responsible for the leaks. So, right.
What's this? This question could be mad. I feel like you're going to ask me a madness.
I always find it quite fascinating. I think it's a men thing to record yourself having sex with women. Like, obviously, from your experience, obviously, being a guy and being around guys, we're not saying directly you, but do you find it a thing where, like, your friends will send videos of them having sex with women, or maybe they have a Snapchat? Girl, off your glasses.
No, yeah, I shouldn't.
I want to see if you're lying. Let me
My
look
eyes.
into
I
your
don't
eyes.
think my eyes are tells.
When
though.
I look into your eye, I'll see your waist.
I knew you were going to say that, but you need to shout it.
When I look into your eyes,
all I see is your waist.
Talk to me.
No, with my friends, no. We don't do that. We actually
You're a very
don't
classy
do
boy.
that. With my friends, we don't do that. Like, I feel like if two people are having sex and they want to record, that's entirely up to them, and they're both happy to record. It's entirely up to them. But I also feel like in those situations, it's one of them things where it's risky, innit? You don't know where it's gonna end up. It is risky. Like, and the girls involved, obviously, they don't deserve that, because obviously the leak has come from
him. His side.
His side. It's not as if like somebody said, I'm mad at you, Tion, I'm gonna leak the footage. It's come from his side. So the girls involved don't deserve that. But the person who leaks stuff like that, it's like, you're scum, because what are you doing?
I agree. Like, I understand. Yeah, like sometimes I don't know. I thought that maybe that they hacked his Snapchat or something.
Yeah.
But I just think I personally think it's generally strange to be, because a lot of it, like, you can see like it was on Snapchat and it was posted. They weren't just like videos. They were posted videos, some of them. And I just kind of think like it's important when things are being recorded that you have an awareness as a woman, as a man, whatever, what is happening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And be very conscious of being on camera and doing naughty things.
Yeah.
Because even me, like if I decided I wanted to have a video of having sex with someone, it usually would be on my phone, because I know myself. It's my bum cheeks.
Yeah.
I know it's not going anywhere. But
yeah.
when it's it's the same thing that happened with Tiwa Savage. Somebody posted on picture and then it didn't destroy her whole career, because she's doing amazing. Yeah. But it's now something that she has to kind of own, which she doesn't have to, because it's a private situation.
Yeah, I do think there's an element of us expecting people to own these things that they do in private, and in public, and I don't think that anyone should have to do that. I think whatever happens in private happens in private. Whatever, because you might do something in private over here with a certain idea of like, this is just between us, and then it moves to something that comes out to the public. I don't think you need to come over here and then be like, oh well, this was, I'm owning it and whatever. It's like, I did something in private and now it's over here in public. What do you want me to say about that? Like, if everybody was to get online and show their demons and show the maddest things that they've done,
it will be
it's curtains for a lot of people. So it's like, what are we? Why are we expecting so much from people? Like,
I think when it comes to being public figures and stuff, it's like people raise them to a whole different standard that's almost like non-human.
Yeah,
like
I'm saying don't do that shit.
What,
like,
don't film?
No. Don't raise them to don't put people on a pedestal where you expect them to behave in a way that's unhuman, that's unnatural. Yeah, they are human beings. Their impulses, the things that they do, it's gonna be of human nature. So hold them to that regard, and that's fine. But when you hold them to a certain regard, it's like people online will always comment on things that you're doing or things that happen. But it's like, if I were to come and look in your closet, it's crazy over there.
That's the thing. I think it's projection, because a lot of people are doing mad things, but it's like they would rather project onto somebody that they don't know because it's like, oh, but
easier
you're
that
doing
way.
this. It's like
Yeah.
you're just it's throwing stones. Like
Yeah.
it's you're just throwing stones.
It's easier that way. Yeah.
So yeah, the whole thing was the hot squeaky mess. But I think also I do want to call out some of the guys and stuff because I feel like we need to start having conversations about the whole aspect of filming women and posting and putting them into
Posting
group
on
chat
your
stories.
Snapchat or group chat is crazy.
It's
I'll be
crazy.
real.
A lot of mandem do it.
It
A
is
lot
a
of
little
mandem
bit
do it.
crazy.
Or I've had situations where women didn't know they were being filmed. Like obviously when you're in doggy position and you're bending over and you're taking the dick and niggas is bringing out their phones and you're not aware. You don't know that the guy's filming. He's not out for your consent. Like a lot of times that happens. I've heard it from so many girls where, you know, that's why a lot of times if I'm intimate with someone, sometimes even to this day, I'll be checking to see where the phone is. I hope the phone is on the counter over there.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, because it's happened to girls where you'll be getting back shots and your face is down in the pillow. You can't see nothing, and the guy's whipped out his phone and is taking pictures, and you will not even know otherwise. You won't even know otherwise.
Yeah.
You won't know otherwise that the guy has sneakily whipped out his phone to be showing your bum cheeks to the group chat on Snapchat. Yeah. Like, girl,
I've never understood about like sending things to the group chat.
It's
because
gay.
Like...
Sorry.
I personally, I don't feel like I have anything to prove.
Male
to them
validation.
about...
It's male validation.
Yeah, I don't need
wanna
any male
always
validation
validate them.
about...
Like, oh yeah, I get bitches. Male validation. It's just so moist.
Yeah, it is.
It's just super moist.
It is. That one is a mad one. I to be fair, you should. I feel like you always got to ask clearly for consent to film. I've been in situations where I filmed, but you get consent, and I've been in situations where the girl's filmed and she's getting consent, right? But it's more of them
You've made
things.
a sex tape.
Huh?
You've made a sex tape.
Editor.
Yeah, keep it in.
No, I feel like everybody's. Filmed out of curiosity.
I've been filmed.
Yeah. Have you watched it back?
But it was like 30-second clip. I've never made a full sex tape.
Nah, I've never made a full sex tape either. But did you enjoy watching the 30 seconds?
I thought my bum cheek looked great. I was like, this is a nice view. I was like, it wasn't more like I wasn't aroused. I wasn't like, there's some people who are aroused by looking at themselves having sex. But I was more like, okay, shit, like I look.
You're happy with how I was happy with
I was happy with how I was presenting.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
That's cool. Sometimes that's all you want to know.
What about, do you get turned on by watching yourself having sex?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I get turned on. I think it all depends on who's.
So it's more about the other person.
Yeah, you
That
can
makes
get
sense.
turned on by the other person,
Of course.
but I feel like getting turned on by yourself is a bit.
I know girls like that though.
What, get turned on by themselves?
Yeah.
Really?
I could tell you who it is.
Who? Tell me.
You know who it is.
Who?
You know who it is.
Do I know? Are you sure I know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, anyways, guys, be careful out here. Man, them are actually taking videos of you with no consent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel sorry for the women. It's like, God,
Yeah.
please don't let anyone be showing my breast on the internet. And Lauren, please.
Would you care
challenge
that
me.
much?
I would.
Do you reckon?
I actually would. I would a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
know
Then
what?
you just
Yeah,
have
no,
to
I
own
hear
it. You just have to own it after.
But I don't think anyone should. This is the thing. This is another thing. I don't think anyone should have to own what they do in private in public. Within like, the sense of what's reasonable.
I agree. So, moving on to the hot topic of this week. Tina Turner passed away aged 83. So Tina Turner died of natural causes on the 24th of May. Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll, has died peacefully to the age of 83 after a long illness in her home in Switzerland. Her publicist sent a statement, "With her, the world loses a music legend and a role model." Many public figures have paid tribute to Turner on their social media platforms. It's always sad when I see somebody who's so prolific in the industry pass away, but I can appreciate that she had a beautiful life. She was 83, so she passed in old age. I think I feel less hurt when somebody passes away in old age.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when, for example, like obviously Kobe Bryant, like passing away at a young age and stuff, and even his daughter, stuff like that kills me.
Yeah.
But when someone is old, it's like, girl, You had a good run.
I think it is about having a good run. I'll be real. It's about how much life you got a chance to live.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about Kobe Bryant's daughter, she didn't even get a chance to
experience life.
To start experiencing life. So that's
awful.
that's awful. But with somebody like
Tina Turner,
it is a life well lived. It is a life full of impact. It's a life full of love as well from everybody. So
of course, and the love has been amazing. I feel like situations like this doesn't make you think about like your own legacy and the things that you want to leave.
Yeah,
like on
it
Earth.
does.
I feel like when seeing her and seeing all the things that she has contributed to music, it makes me think it's like, when I passed away, I want an element of me.
Don't think about when you pass away. Don't think about that.
I don't. Yeah, it's too soon. Man. You don't think about death?
Well, no, I don't think about death. No.
Same. Neither do I. To be honest.
At all.
But I mean,
I think about
generally,
impact I want to have.
Yeah, impact.
Impact, but not death.
I don't think about death, but I think about impact. But I mean, when I leave this earth to go back to the maker, I also would love to leave a part of me or part of something that I did or contributed behind. Legacy.
Would you want to be celebrated when you leave?
Yeah, I would want to be celebrated.
How do you, what you like on birthdays? You like your birthdays being celebrated, quite big things?
So I'm a bit toxic.
Why do you say that?
Because I will get to like, my birthday's in September, in case you want to know when my birthday is, so I need to book tickets and stuff. But my birthday's in September. I do this thing where I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I do anything. Yeah. And then the day comes, and if no one's planning anything, I get a bit upset because I didn't do anything.
That's mad toxic,
Is that? Yeah, that's toxic, isn't it?
Because like, you know what I've learned recently? Like, if you actually do want to do something for your birthday, you have to like.
You have to plan it. You have to force yourself.
Yeah, and you have to.
But I always
chat to the man. You have to chat to the man early to be like, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. Something what you meant on and stuff like that. Because I always leave it. I leave it. I'm happy to like sleep through my entire birthday and then wake up the next day and then life carries on. I don't like my birthday being celebrated.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel awkward. I feel weird.
Do you not like being celebrated?
Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you not used to it?
No, I'm not used to it. I guess I'm not used to it. It's weird. I don't know. I don't like that much attention. I
like attention when it's intimate. When it's with crowds of people, I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. So all it takes is like one or two people will tell me happy birthday and I'll be like, alright, cool, love that. Next day, let's move it.
What? No gift, no nothing. When is your birthday?
12th of June. Soon.
Gemini.
Everyone does that. Oh, you like Geminis?
Do you know what? Yeah, I love a Gemini.
That's it. You're mad toxic. I can.
Do you know what my star sign is? Not that you care about star signs.
No, I don't really. But what's your star sign?
I'm a Libra.
You're a Libra. Geminis and Libras do get on quite well.
They do. They are.
I think the longest relationships I've had have been with Libras.
Because Libras are where the bad bees reside.
Really?
If you're a Libra, you're like, it's just in our nature to be bad bees.
To be bad bees, okay.
Just like the it girls, it's just a thing. I feel like my most compatible are Geminis and Aries. But
why do you think that is? So a lot of the time when people say Geminis or Libras or Aries or whatever, like, what are the characteristics that stand out as a Libra?
I feel like with Geminis, we love beautiful things.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I feel like Libras love beautiful experiences. Okay. Geminis love beautiful things.
Yeah.
So things that are tangible.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's one, because I used to date a Gemini and he was again a fashionista, drip too hard, understand too close, and if I can get paid. So I love beautiful experiences. So I just love anything that's beautiful. Okay. Like, I mean, like, even if I'm in a scenery, like in a space that's like sexy, beautiful. Okay. It's just like, big fucking eels.
Okay.
Makes sense. What else do I like? What else is Gemini and Libra? I don't know, somebody put it in the comments. Tell us.
Let us know.
But I definitely know that like we're compatible in nature, which I feel like generally, like, our energies were just we just get that.
I feel like our energies complement each other.
We complement each other very well. That's the word. Complementary energy.
Imagine.
Yes, I
That's
can't
what's
remember
up.
where this conversation was going.
I don't know what we were talking about.
I don't know what we were talking about before. Wait,
Licked, you know.
is it Philip Schofield? No, it wasn't.
No, it
What
wasn't.
were we talking about? can't fucking
We were talking
remember.
about Tion Wade leaks.
No, it wasn't. Talking about Tina Turner.
Oh yeah, sorry. We've
Leave a
been talking about
legacy.
Tion Wade. And then we're talking about Tina Turner and her legacy.
Tina Turner legacy.
And what a
Oh yeah,
legacy it was.
birthdays. We're talking about birthdays.
Yeah.
Guys, I said licky.
Same.
No.
I'm finished, you know.
Licky. Yeah, we were talking about birthdays. So yeah, you don't like to be
I
celebrated.
don't like to be celebrated at all now. I'm happy to celebrate others. I'm happy to try and, you know what? To be fair, the best birthday I had is I went to Greece last year for my birthday, it was done by someone special. You know, had a good time, enjoyed it.
Is
That's
she
the best
still
birthday
around?
I had. Huh?
Is she still around?
So anyway, so you were talking about talking about birthdays.
Do you know what? She's not around though, so that's even good. Listen, let me say something. If I was to fly you out, we don't do them Europe trips. You get me? Like that's.
Yeah, the Euro trips. Where are you trying to go?
Now just a little bit more international, like
A little bit more
Bora
international.
Bora,
Bora Bora.
like Thailand. Like.
Bali and them sides.
Do you know what? Yeah, honestly,
I'm trying to go Bali.
I've never flown a boy out, but I would do it.
You
I
never
don't
flown a
think.
boy out?
Honestly, I'm a proper lover girl, you know. I'm a sugar
No.
mummy. They know me in the streets. I will fly you out. Are you fucking crazy?
I've never flown a girl out.
You've never flown a girl out.
I feel like I've come close, and then I was a bit like, not sure.
That's the thing. I thought like, if the right person cracks me,
Then will you fly them out?
I will fly you out. That's why I don't let people get close to me. I was having a conversation with someone earlier.
Yeah.
I don't let people get close to me, yeah, because I will actually give you everything.
Obviously, I'll give you the world.
Seriously, I'll give you the world. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, you can't.
It's
You
so
can't be
bad.
out here giving people the world. You
It's
have
so
to
bad.
be-
I'm still waiting. I will fly, nigga. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you a European trip. I will give
Do
you
you-
a trip to Europe.
Do you feel like your husband's here in the UK?
I don't even know where my husband is again. I don't know. Do you feel like your wife is here?
In the UK,
Yeah.
possibly.
If not here, then where?
America.
The United States. Really?
They're mad forward over there, man. I kind of like it.
What's your type of woman?
I like somebody confident. I like somebody who knows what they want. I like somebody who can tell me what they want without the riffraff, without anything else around it. And then I like somebody who gives me a decision to make. Does that make sense? Like
Okay.
if I said to you, I was like, I like you, I'm trying to do this with you. You then have a decision to make as to whether you want to do that with me. I like somebody who gives me a decision to make.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You like a decisive woman. You like
100%.
a confident woman.
Confident woman. Lay your cards on the table and let me know where you are.
What, you like a woman
where
that
you're
lays it
trying to go.
on thick?
Maybe not
Because
thick.
I remember the last year we had this
Yeah.
conversation about how you like to chase.
Yeah.
So it's surprising that you're coming back saying that you like a woman that is direct.
I like a woman that is I think direct woman and confident woman are very sexy.
Okay.
I do think that it's one of those things where it also has to come from the right person.
Listen, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because if it's not for the right person, it's sexual assault.
This is, and if we're being honest with ourselves, a lot of the time, it's whether you're the right person or not. You
It's
can get away
really
with, if you're the right
true.
person, you can get away with
There
so
was
much.
a video of P Squared.
Yeah.
One of the
some
brothers from
lips in
PK jumped in the stage
into the crowd and then
and lips one girl.
Yeah.
No questions asked, just lips her, and the
Yeah.
girl was fucking going crazy. And somebody
Yeah.
was like, the difference between assault
Yep.
and not assault is if the girl fancies you.
100%.
And you know what? That's fucking true.
Yeah.
Because if I fancy you and you come aggressive on me, I will bite your tongue. Are you fucking
But you know the
crazy?
thing is, I feel like a lot of the things that girls say they like in men sometimes can be a bit, if it's not the right guy,
Like what?
bit sketchy. It's a bit techie. Like, okay, so let's say if you're a girl that likes guys who apply pressure
Okay.
constantly on you, who's direct, a guy saying, look, this is how I see you. I like you. I want to take you here. I want to do this. This is what I'm on. If that's a guy that you like, smooth, easy.
Fam.
Or let's say you're at a function, both at a function, you're having a good time, and a guy comes up to you, and he might give you a little
squeeze,
squeeze on the waist. You turn around, you look over your shoulder, he looks into your eyes, and then
he sees your waist.
He sees your waist, and then there's a little something. If that's a guy you don't like, that's crazy.
Nah, sorry. Can I just say something sad? Like you need to do tats more. You need to do because this.
I'll do the tats more. I'll do the tats more.
This is peg.
Maybe some more short sleeves this summer.
Nah,
But
sorry. This tattoos is peg. Sorry, carry on. I got distracted. Sorry.
But yeah, if it's a guy you like, all those things can run. If it's someone you don't like, it's techie. You're looking at them like, what the fuck? Why are you touching my waist?
True.
But it's just, also it's the same thing for guys as well. Like you can walk past me and do a little something, and I'm turning around, I look at you, and I'm like, actually, yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
you
fine.
have to
That's
read
okay.
the room.
You absolutely have to.
I feel like some guys don't read the room, and there's a lot of guys who are really cocky and not very ugly. And the confidence is just too fucking high for me. Like the fact that you're that confident that you think that you can just be drawing gal is from a place of delusion.
But guys are taught that girls like confident men.
We like fine men. You can't be confident and ugly.
Okay, thank you for being honest, because here's the thing. We need to be very honest that do you think you are a superficial person?
What's superficial?
So like you
I like people who are attractive.
Yeah.
No.
But it's not like, but okay. So superficial is like, that's the thing you go for, regardless of personality, regardless of vibes.
I feel like I have a range.
A good balance.
I can tell you that I like 6'2", chocolate, blue jumper, tattoos, hoop earring.
Specific.
Like, do you know what I mean? I can say that I like that.
Yeah.
But the range, the genre of men have been so different to that.
Okay, that's good. And do you say like you pick up on energies, and when you're dating someone or talking to somebody, it's like how they make you feel and stuff like that, kind of decides how you move forward. All right, okay, cool. I feel like we all need to be very honest that there's a superficial element to dating. Yeah. And a lot of people can get away with a lot of different things if they're people that we are instantly attracted to. Because I also feel like there's been times where maybe there are things that I've maybe tried and I'm like, it's a bit, but it works sometimes. And you're like, okay, cool, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that worked. But there also, I know that girls have tried things with me and I'm just kind of like, what are you doing?
No,
we're just not gonna, but other people have tried the same things and I've been sold.
I think it's not one size fit. I mean, what skill may work for one woman might not necessarily work for others. That's what I mean. It's about reading the motherfucking room. And knowing that women and men, to be honest, for those that move to men.
Move to men, what does that mean? You don't move to men?
Do you know what I do all the time? Let me tell you something, My name is Joyce-Ann, and I actually moved to boys. Like, I have to confess. Especially when
there's nothing wrong with that.
When I'm licky like this, the confidence is too motherfucking high.
You should do it. You should do it more. Move to men. Men like it.
I don't feel like I'm moving to them though.
What do you mean? What are you doing instead?
You know when you bite the apple and then they make apple pie, like that's what I that's my style. Like sometimes I bite. If I bite first, you bite back. Like that's. I feel like I don't like to feel like I'm moving to men in it.
You want to express interest and see when they're
I do.
Okay.
Sometimes I do it. The way I do it, is I do it like they don't know whether it's a joke or not.
Okay.
So I would say something.
Yeah.
That could be open to interpretation of whether I'm being serious or not.
Yeah, but
like
as a guy, if you said something to me that was open like that, I'd assume that you were being serious. I'd take the joke, I'd laugh with you, but then in the back of my head, I'd be like.
But I feel like you would take it seriously depending on how you see me.
Yeah, that's true.
So if somebody doesn't like me, they'll take that as a joke.
Yeah, word.
If somebody likes me, they'll be like, "Ooh, this is my opportunity to bite back."
Yeah.
And then we just be biting until we're biting.
You know what? Fair play. That's a good way to approach it.
I do it. So, like, for example, and I say it so abruptly, I'm like, "Oh my God, Tega, you look so good. Like, I'm trying to bite your neck." Like.
And then if I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, let me bite yours as well," and then that's.
So we don't know. So, do you know what I'm saying? But if I said that, you'd be like, "Just, you'll just be so fucking dumb." Like, but in my head, it's like, I'm trying to bite your neck. Like.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
A lot. That's happens to me a lot of times where it's like I remember one time I was with a guy, and we just come back from somewhere, and obviously he doesn't live in London, so he was in a hotel room and obviously all of a sudden started playing fucking slow jams, and I was like, "What, you trying to fuck me?"
The slow jams come out of nowhere, don't they?
And I said,
the
"What?"
slow jams come out of
All
nowhere,
of a sudden,
dog.
the slow jam I said, "Why are you playing slow jams? What, you trying to fuck me?"
Yeah.
And he laughed at it, but he didn't know whether I was being serious or not. And I kind of loved that because I say a lot of really crazy shit.
Yeah.
And people don't know whether I'm joking or being dead serious.
That's a strength.
That's a strength because however you want to take it.
Yeah, the playing fields are open with that.
Yeah,
approach.
I'm very playful. So that's kind of my thing that I do.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know whether I'm joking or I really meant it. And I think that's the beauty because it's open to interpretation, like however you want to take it.
No, that's sick. That's it. Because you know what? The other person then has you see how I said about decision to make?
Yeah.
You got to do things that give people a decision to make. And then whatever decision they make, you can then be like, okay, this is where you're at. This is where I'm at.
Yeah. And I do it's really cheeky. I'm like, what, you trying to take me home? Like, what is it? And they're like, oh, just stop it. But it's like, are you going to... That's it. Honestly, I thought if I was a guy, I'd actually be the best.
You clean up. Do you reckon?
Bone apple motherfucking teeth. Bone apple teeth.
Okay, do you go out to meet guys?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think that probably comes across in the energy as well.
What, me?
I think people who go out to meet the opposite sex, I think
they don't know how to fucking act.
They don't know how to
embarrassing.
act.
I see them all the time.
That's where it falls down for a lot of people. You have to go out to have a good time by yourself with your people, with your boys or whatever.
When I was younger,
the energy is the energy from there.
When you're
younger, of course.
No, now,
of course. Now you can't be doing that.
In fact, I even what's the opposite of finding? I even lose hope. I don't feel like the level of man for me I ever find. Like, because, and I don't do bare minimum. Like, the bare minimum for some girls when they go out is for guys to buy them drinks. I've passed that level. It's not £20 drink that will be making me excited or stuff like that.
£20 drink, where you going?
Or like £15 or £11 drink or whatever will make me excited or stuff like that. Like, I'm happy to buy like some girls will go to the club to scout for a man to buy them drink. That's just
yeah.
That's not my steez. I don't really care for that.
Okay.
Like, it's not alcohol that like, and I'm forcing myself to talk to a guy that I don't really want to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. But if I see a guy and he approaches me aggressively, because I need aggressive approaching.
Is it?
If you try to look into my eyes and see my waist from across the room, I'll just be screwing you because that's just my mechanism. Because why are you looking at me?
But okay, so let's put this into context, yeah. So we're somewhere, we're at a function together, right? And I look at you across the room, we have eye contact, and it lasts like, let's say, like a good 3-4 seconds.
I can't keep eye contact like that.
You can't keep eye contact for 4 seconds?
Not with someone I don't know, no.
What?
I'll just be like...
Oh, this is why it's hard for the man then. What's going on here?
But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, this boy's too far, bruv.
But this is why do girls do that?
Because why are you looking at me?
But you think I'm fine and I think you're fine. That's why I'm looking at you. So then just look back.
My eye contact will be like this. I don't know how to do sexy eye contact unless you've made me feel comfortable enough where I know you fancy me.
Let me give you a trick, yeah.
Go on.
If you don't want to keep eye contact for that long, you need to do something that makes them know that you appreciate the eye contact or you like the eye contact. So if I look at you and you look back for a split second, you like the way I look, just smile and move off.
No, but even the smile's like...
Wait, okay, let's recreate it. Let's recreate it right now. I'm gonna look at you. You're gonna give me the smile you think you think is gonna allow me to approach, and then you're gonna look off.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Cool. Ready?
Okay. You don't cuss. Last. Now everybody could chop breakfast.
Nah, yo, I'm not coming over there. Nah, listen.
Like it's like everybody could chop breakfast.
And then you go, okay, that's all right. Yeah,
It's like
it's warm. Yeah, no, that's like that makes me feel awkward. I'm like, oh shit, if I go over there, I don't know if she's gonna receive me the right way.
I have a problem with that because I see
Really?
guys look across the room to me and I'm just like.
But even if you like the way they look,
even if I like the way they look.
nah, if a girl looks at me across the room and I like the way they look, I will let them know.
Okay, so what do I do? I'm not confident in that.
You could just like, so if you're okay, so alright, redo it and you look at me and I'll give you a look to say.
Because more time my staring is like, it's not I want you, it's more like, oh, do I know you from somewhere? Like,
oh really?
I'm just so not cool.
No,
okay, where's the reenact?
Alright, cool. So we're
Young class, last. No, everybody did. Wait, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
This is how I look. I just look.
Oh, you look like that. Okay. And I'll be like, and you're still just looking like that.
Yeah.
Oh my! What
so
the man them got to do to?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You got to choose the moment to soften up, and then just be like, "Oh, okay, I like the look."
It's very weird. I can be my flirty self, when I warm up to you, but the cold, calling, straight off the bat, I don't have the confidence.
Do you know you could look at somebody and be like, "Okay, I like the look of you. I don't know anything about you, but I like the look of you," and then take it from there.
I need to do better on my. You know what? Last year we had this conversation.
We did, yeah.
And
It's better now, though.
At least I'm smiling like I'm not.
Yeah, it's better. It's much better now. It's better now. But see, start something like that. If you did that,
What, like?
yeah, exactly. If you did that, and a guy's looking at you, and he's fucking with your vibe and your energy, and you do it, literally, if you do something like that, and a man comes to you afterwards, you know that's the kind of guy you want to attract.
I'll give it a
If
go.
anyone's put off
tonight?
by that, or if they're intimidated by that, then it's like that's not it.
Are we going out tonight? Maybe I should
might
go
have
to the
to.
test.
You want to try and test?
I just need this look.
Just a little, yeah. See, that'll work. I mean, that's giving off a different type of vibe, though. That's like, let's cancel all plans and
Nutty.
and go wherever your postcode is.
Cocktails and takeaways. Right, guys, we are going to move on to hot topics of this week.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Well, no, we're not. We are going to move on to word of the week. And this week, the word is confidence. She's confident.
Oh, that was a song that was in my head. Oh, no, she's confident. Oh, no.
Can I just say, Justin Bieber Journals is his best album.
Yeah, light skin Justin Bieber.
Light skin Justin Bieber.
He was cooking.
You're all that baddest
To me.
Yeah. Don't worry about nobody else.
You're all that matters to me.
If you are myself, you make me complete. You're all that matters to me. Yeah. That's gonna be our wedding song, huh? Who said that? What? Who said that?
He's got a couple tracks on that album.
serious
mixed
mixed race album.
Serious
that
mixed
was
race
like,
album. Him and light skin Justin Timberlake as well.
I was just about to say Justin Timberlake.
Like the light skin Justins. They held
Hold
it
on,
down.
can I just say, not mirrors.
Mm.
Love, sex, and sounds.
Oh wait. Is it Love Stone?
Yeah,
She got me love
the
stone,
album,
stone.
Love, Sex,
Oh, the
and
whole
Sound.
album. Yeah.
It's
Serious
one of
music.
the best albums,
Serious music.
R&B albums in the world.
For real.
Seriously,
For real.
how could
Play
you
some
have?
of. Where's it?
How could you have
play
Love
it?
Stoned? What goes around comes around.
She got me love stone. Think that she knows.
Are you crazy? Now, when we get to the car,
Wait. I want to see what else is on that album, man.
And it was.
Oh, that was it.
In this life.
Future Sex Love Sounds.
That was a fucking
Serious music.
right. Word of the week this week is creativity.
Creativity.
No, I lied. It's not even creativity. You know, confidence.
Confidence.
So self-confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered, just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. Confidence is a quality that radiates from within, transforming the way we perceive ourselves and interact with the world. Confidence is really key. So here are some tips to trick yourself into becoming your most confident you. I don't really like that word trick, because I feel like confidence can be learned and evolved. It's like an elastic band.
Yeah.
So would you say you're a confident person?
I wouldn't say that I'm innately confident. I'd say I've had to learn my confidence.
And how do you learn that?
I think I focus on the things I'm good at, and then I focus on the things that I like about myself, and from that I kind of project that confidence into the world, and I project that confidence into everything that I do. But the main thing is finding things that I'm really comfortable in, whether it's something that I'm doing, a skill that I have, or comfortable in the clothes that I wear. I make sure I'm 100% comfortable in the skin that I'm in before I step out, and then that leads me to be more confident in the world.
Talk to me through that process of getting yourself to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, getting yourself to be comfortable in yourself. I think firstly for me, it started with things that I didn't like about myself. And it might be little things like I might not have liked the way I spoke, or I might not have liked the way I dressed. I think initially, like if you go back and you see the way I was dressing back then, it's a long day. But those are things that I looked at and I was like, okay, cool. I can better these things, or I can be better here. And then that's kind of, I built myself a wardrobe that I liked, that I was comfortable in. I started to feel more comfortable in my skin, started to feel more comfortable with who I am, what I like, what I don't like. And I also, for me, a huge part of being confident was letting go of what the stereotypical idea of masculinity was, and what I had to be and what I didn't have to be, and I was just happy being myself. And then that's kind of what led to me being confident in any setting. You can put me in any setting now and I can be confident if I choose to be.
So just to reiterate what you're saying, coming to terms of aspects of yourself that make you feel uncomfortable, and not necessarily changing them, but adapting them so you feel better about yourself to then come out and perform. I can definitely agree with that. I feel like some aspects I was really uncomfortable with were things that, to be honest, people told me weren't good about myself, as opposed to me actually innately believing it. Like, for example, like obviously, you know, growing up as a dark-skinned woman, you know, having big lips, like that was actually I actually at one point in my life wanted a lip reduction.
Really?
Because people used to bully the bumbuckler about my mouth. They're like, oh, your lips are so big, you know, bubblegum lips and all this stuff. And it's so interesting how a lot of people, when they first speak to me, it's the most distinctive feature about me that people like. Because 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it was the thing that people really bullied me for. But I had to come to terms with, this is who I am, and I have to be self-accepting to those areas in my life for me to be comfortable and confident. I started playing with colours. So like, for example, like I used to hate my lips. I used to never want to show them. But then I started wearing like really bright coloured lipsticks, like purple lipsticks and red lipsticks, because I think sometimes when we're not comfortable about aspect about ourselves, we hide it. We try to contain it. We try to pretend it's not there and not look after it and dismiss it. But I felt like how I dealt with it was the complete opposite. I wanted them to be a statement piece almost. Like I feel like sometimes draw attention to it so I can get used to the fact that they were there. And I remember when, funny enough, MAC came out with a lipstick called Ruby Woo, which was this beautiful like deep red lipstick, and I could never have imagined myself to wear red lipstick. All the girlies were wearing it and I used to run away from it. And I remember the first time I stepped out with it wearing this bright red lipstick, and feeling like, oh my God. But I feel like confidence is like an elastic band. I felt like the more I got comfortable 100%. With myself and certain aspects about me that I didn't like, the more I felt less embarrassed about it and cared about what people thought. And I feel like that's anything. So I'm just going to read through what some of the tips that we have for building confidence. Do you have any tips before I start?
Tips for building confidence? I feel like confidence is a lot of the times it's one of those subjective things where we can dictate what we're confident about ourselves, right? And we can dictate how we show up in the world. And I think you're always in control of as to how confident you are about certain things. And like you've just said, your features, the things that you might think, over here people don't like, or at this moment people aren't loving. If you love that about yourself, if you genuinely come to terms with that, this is who you are, there's no escaping it. You're gonna have, like you say, the big lips, you're gonna have it. And once you come to terms with that and you love that part of yourself, you can project it onto the world differently as to when you don't like it about yourself. Because when you don't like it about yourself, you try to hide it. When you love it about yourself, it's the first thing, it's what leads the way. And I think that can definitely change how people perceive you, because it's all 100%. Perception.
I feel like it's all perception. I feel like the more you cower into things, the more people have power over you 100%. And power. And the thing is, if you're someone that is led by people's opinion, you are just like the wind. Yeah. Because the people's opinion change. I mean, I don't know about your experience on social media, but 1 minute people love me, the next minute people hate me, the next minute I'm a skinny legend, the next minute I'm fat, the next minute I'm this. Like, I've noticed that there is no stability in the opinion of other people, especially on the internet. I've seen people get crucified on the internet one day and the next day they are praised. And it's the same thing for like in your own personal life. 1 minute somebody might love you and love your dress and love your hair and love this, and the next minute they will be saying you're ugly, you're this, you're that, and then the next day they'll say, oh, you're hot, you're cute, they don't know what they fucking want. They don't want what they want.
You're the only person that knows who you are, and you are the only person that can attach a certain level of value to who you are.
I agree.
And as long as that value can last the test of time, you will go through periods where people don't really like who you are, or it's not as popular, and then you'll go through periods where people absolutely love it. But the thing that stays the same, the things that stays constant, is how you feel about yourself and how much you love yourself and how you project and how you show up into the world. So I think that is the biggest tip I'd say. Just love yourself, man. Love yourself and do your thing out there.
I agree. Stepping out of your comfort zone. So stop playing it safe. When it comes to clothing, if you like something, wear it. If you want to post that picture, post it. Don't lose the battle against your insecurities. Most of the time, nobody actually cares. Tell yourself you look great, and by doing this often, you exude confidence. I agree. I feel like confidence for me was like a rubber band. I feel like the more you push yourselves out of things that make you feel uncomfortable, the more confident you become in those areas. Like, for example, I used to hate my arms. I used to be like, I have bingo wings or whatever, and I decided one day that I will have my arms out. I will be wearing my no sleeves and my short sleeves, and it made me feel really like but it really made me feel a lot more comfortable the more I was doing it, and then I just stopped giving a fuck. Same thing with crop tops, same thing with like I was talking about the lipsticks and stuff. Sometimes do things that come out of your comfort zone. Do things that your mind tells you that you cannot do, or you're not sexy enough to do, and push those boundaries. The second 100%. One is fake it till you make it. Confidence can really be learned. I agree.
100%.
If you tell yourself you are confident, even though you don't believe it, you will start to believe it. Imagine yourself as the most confident person in the world, and every day walk as if you are that person. I remember back at school, I was so insecure. And I thought I was so ugly and I was so unattractive that I used to say that I was beautiful as a joke. I used to say it because it was almost like a juxtaposition, like like sometimes when you watch pantomimes and somebody's like, oh, like the ugly stepsisters, and it's like, oh, I'm so beautiful, and it was funny because it wasn't true, but it was like the confidence was there, but it's like, damn well these girls ain't ugly, but it was fine. That's how I felt. And I think I think I said it so much that just one day it just stuck. I just believed it.
But that's the thing. It is that element of, the tongue does lead the life in a certain way. I also believe that. Like if you say positive things about yourself, eventually you will live in a positive space. But I also don't think that that's something you should be contending with though when you're that young.
I agree. I mean, when I was younger, like 15, 16, during those really nasty eras of my life, I'm not saying that you should use yourself as play. That was just how I dealt with it. But it's just kind of like proving that the tongue does work. I don't feel like anyone should be like feeling so ugly that being pretty is almost like delusional.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's how it felt back in those days.
Yeah,
but
No,
I definitely feel like if you don't feel confident, speak in those rather than, because to be honest, I don't like how people use self-deprecating language to describe themselves.
So many people do it,
and they do it as a joke
nowadays, and they do it online. And if you,
I just tell
even
one
if
girl,
you scroll like TikTok and stuff like that, the amount of videos I see where people are like, they're doing the harm to themselves so that the world doesn't do it to them.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a mechanism, and there was one time I called
it
out. There was a comedian. I did a BBC presenting course. 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, and this girl, she was like, I know people don't find me funny, but I think I'm funny, and
So why would you
like
say that?
just like we had to write a bio about ourselves, and she was like, oh, I don't really think I'm funny, but most people think I'm funny, and I'm not the coolest, but I make it work. And I didn't know this girl, but I was next, and I couldn't hold my tongue. Usually, and I said, I don't like how you use self-deprecating language to describe yourself, even if you're trying to make it funny.
Yeah.
Because again, I used to do that. I would self-deprecate myself.
Yeah.
But it was a joke to me.
It seems easier that way because you're like, all right, at least
ugly,
no one can say anything about me.
I already know.
Yeah.
But when you're feeding those words to yourself, it's very dangerous. Like insulting yourself and masking it under comedy is very dangerous. And I used to do that. I would know.
So many of us do that, man.
Please
not good.
Stop it.
Yeah, stop it. And I feel like we're in a place where you can live in your confidence, and you can be who you are.
Yeah.
Like outwardly, like go and live your life. Go love the things that you like about yourself, and even love the things you don't like about yourself.
100%.
Just be 100% yourself, and you'll gravitate towards people that really fuck with that.
That really fuck with that and fuck with you and fuck with you.
Yeah. And that's
every aspect of you.
That's the space to be. Don't feel like you have to minimize yourself to fit into anywhere else.
And finally, as Tega picked up very sexily, embrace your uniqueness.
100%.
Stop worrying about the things that you don't have and start embracing the things you do.
Yeah.
There can only be one you, so focus on the positives, the strengths and the qualities you have that make you a beautiful and unique. Stop pulling up this sleeve. The beautiful and unique human being that you are, and stop comparing yourself to others. Recognize your worth is not determined by external validation or other people's expectations of you.
How do you feel about, how do you deal with external validation? Because obviously you are in a position where you are producing and releasing a show that goes out to a lot of people, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, however the frequency is, all right? And I feel like sometimes we subject ourselves to feedback that is that we maybe didn't ask for, or but that's just the space that we're in. You put your life out there, or you put your work out there, you're going to get feedback. How do you deal with that, and how do you manage your want or your need for external validation in terms of the things that you create and the things that you put out there?
I feel like an element of it is delusion.
Okay.
I just feel like everything I do is right.
It's a good way to look at it.
I feel like everything I do makes sense to me and my community.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to understand the voices that are speaking. Mm-hmm. I know when the bad boys and girls are speaking and they say something out of love and care for me.
Yeah.
Thank God I've not been in a place where they have called me out, because I feel like my audience is very similar to me in mindset, in energy. We understand each other. Yeah. But if the day that I fuck up and they call me out, I know they'll do it in love.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will be receiving to that. I think it's important to take information and opinion from people that speak from a place of love.
100%.
I'm not trying to hear people's opinions of me that only know me from a piece of video or piece of content. Yeah. Like, for example, like when every time a video blows and it's like fucking relationship, and it's like all Joyce talks about is a relationship. Yeah. We've had a whole conversation where we've talked about God, we've talked about music. 100%. Like, I do not accept information from people who do not know the whole story, who do not. But people who know me and people who know my character have the right to call me out when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Anyone else, your opinion is invalid because you don't know me, you don't know my fucking story, you don't know every aspect of me. You're just seeing a piece of this and a piece of that, and you run a narrative. Your opinion is fucking irrelevant.
No, I completely agree.
And that's how I operate my shit. So people like my manager, people like my sister, people like my friends, like, you know me enough to know if I'm doing something wrong, you would tell me and call me out. Because you know me enough to have that conversation. The bad boys and girls know me enough to have that conversation, to be like, just that wasn't right.
Yeah.
Anyone else can go to hell. And I feel like receiving too much information from general public is so detrimental. I remember I got into a situation, and the one thing I realized from the situation, when people were flogging me. Was this a situation
I was aware of?
Yes, of course. No, not that one. Irrelevant. But very irrelevant. But I realized if you try to fight the internet, you'll always lose.
You always lose.
There is no winning on the internet, by the way.
Listen, the moment you put up your fists to say,
let's go. They're coming for you.
They're coming for you.
Forget it.
Because people, like, a lot of the time, people would be jumping into the argument, not knowing anything, but just want to see. They just want to get a punch in.
They don't want. The thing is, the problem with fighting the internet is because they don't actually want to know the truth. They don't care for the truth.
The truth has no value.
It has no value. They care for what detriments you.
Yeah.
They care what makes you look like the
villain.
villain.
They have on you, yeah.
They only care about what makes you look bad. Because like people say, the truth spreads faster than bad. The lies spread faster than the truth. Yeah. Bad spreads faster. Gossip spreads faster than the truth. So even if you are telling the truth and you're like, I didn't do that, that's not me. They don't care.
They actually don't.
Because it doesn't excite them. Being the good guy doesn't excite people.
Do you know how many times I've seen it on like Twitter or whatever, like somebody's been accused of something and it's spread everywhere. Yeah. And then it comes out 2 weeks later that it's a lie.
Crickets.
They
don't care. Because they don't care.
Crickets. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you being the good guy.
That's wild to me. So, like, when I started seeing that, I was like, okay, cool. This is where it's at.
This is
life. You will never catch me fighting the internet. No. If the internet thinks one thing about me, let them think it. That's okay.
Let them think it. There's no way you're turning around or changing their mind.
Nah.
About
impossible.
You have to leave
You
them.
have to leave it. Yeah.
But yeah, those are the tips for this week. And guys, I can't lie. I'm so licky. I'm closing it there. I'm sorry. I don't know how long we've been filming. I've been filming for 2 hours. Sorry. Guys, no, to be honest, I've been drinking.
You've been drinking since like what, 5?
No,
maybe
since
even
3 o'clock.
3.
I'm licky.
I'm finished, you know.
So I'm gonna close it there. Me and Tega are gonna leave and we're gonna go and lips. But before we're gonna go and lips. We're gonna go and lips.
Let's do it.
But before we do that, where do we fucking find you on the internet?
I'm on @Tega Alexander on pretty much every platform.
See the hand.
So, yeah, that's it.
Guys, thank you so much, guys. You probably see me if this is coming out around the time I'm in Kenya. So, fam, make sure you fucking check out that shit. I'm gonna live my best life. I'll come back with a tan. But I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sexy, and I'm motherfucking out. And we'll be back next week with another bad boy or another bad girl. Bye.